Hi, welcome back to Conversations on a Bench. I'm Kim Cook, and we are here at Bread of Life Mission on the corner of South Main and First, talking about just things around homelessness. I'm interviewing different people in the community and from the mission, and just talking about the needs and what are the solutions. And so right now I am here with David McCallion. He is a program graduate here at the mission, and he's our chef. And David, I'm just so glad you're here.
Thank you.
And
Happy to be here.
you, I'll just let you tell your story a little bit. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, just
Um,
tell us your backstory and how you got to the mission.
um, my backstory um, goes back pretty far. I got involved in drugs at a very young age, and it was became the norm. It's how I fixed anything that I was going through. Like if I find a drug, if I'm sad, find something that makes me happy, and it just became overwhelming, and I just never stopped. I just kept going, and one day I just got tired. I just got tired of being in fear. Chasing something that wasn't. This is ultimately chasing death. You know, um,
Chasing death.
you know,
That's a really good way to put it.
it's cheap. It's cheap to die, but expensive to live. And I it was hard. Like I had to move. I moved to Washington from Austin, Texas, because I was just trying to get away from everything that would take me backwards. And I moved to Bremerton, Washington, and everything was going good, and the devil found me. I mean, that's the best I could say, and I relapsed, and I went for about 6 months, and I caught myself, and it just had to been the Lord speak to me, because I had a dream, and it was just prolific dream. I cried for like 6 hours. That's not exaggerating. And I had my mom call around to find somewhere in Seattle, like a mission I could go to, or rehab, somewhere to get help. Just to separate myself from Bremerton, because I found negative
Hmm.
influences there. And by the grace of God, the first place we found was Bread of Life, and I believe it was the Lord's guiding my footsteps. Well, I know it was. Been here since November 19th, been sober since November 14th. Um, it's been an amazing journey. Like, I can't stress how much. I mean,
Yeah.
people look at like being alone or isolation as bad, but like sometimes you need to isolate yourself so God can find you, so you can find God, so you can just work out whatever you got going on, and it really helps. Like
Hmm.
isolation brings elevation. Like it
Hmm.
really does. I'm around a bunch of great people. It feels good. Like I can feel like the presence of God in the building. Like I'm worried about leaving. I know I'm getting my own place soon, but like I'm just so comfortable because I feel the energy, and I've never felt this
Mm.
comfortable, this safe in my life. Like
Yeah.
people that barely know me, that care deeply about how I do and how I'm doing and want to help. So
Hmm.
it's nice to have that for a change. Like I wish everybody could like just take a step back and just
Mm.
like look for help in the right way, just not for temporary help, but like something for the future. Like just worry about it. And I know it's hard with homelessness. People, there's just really, it's almost like everybody's enabling them. Like
Hmm.
if you arrest them, it's you need to take them and put them somewhere where they could just give them a month to sober up and get their mind right. Like
Mm.
a couple of days incarcerated isn't going to change anything.
Yeah. So many of the guys in the program say the best thing that happened to them was being incarcerated, right? And I think we're um, giving people too much room to not make a decision in a place that they're not able to make a good decision, right? And when they have long enough to get clean and sober, they have the opportunity then to decide whether that's what they want or not. And yeah, I think that's really important. David, what was the substance of choice for you?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. A lot of people think that you can't come back from that.
You can.
You can.
You
Yeah,
definitely can.
obviously.
There is hope.
Y- Yeah,
There is hope.
yeah,
But you have to want it. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, it's not easy. You know,
yeah.
it was a long battle. It was like my seventh time trying to get off of it,
Yeah.
and I did it every single way, but I never did it through God.
You never what?
Did it through God. I never
Yeah.
gave up my will and just like let it go and just put it into
Right.
prayer. And this is I've done, not saying nothing bad about AA or nothing like that. I just what works for you works for you, and
Yep. So, so you came to the mission. How? Tell me about your first few days here at the mission.
it was um it was rough. I was detoxing from fentanyl. It was really rough.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to eat. Didn't feel good. Um, Felt out of place. High anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
But once it all settled down, and I talked to G, um, who's been like, I don't, not to say corny, like a father figure to me.
Yeah.
Like he's been great. He really helped me. He spoke to me. He broke me down, and I just knew this is where I was supposed to be.
Um, what do you think are some of the most important elements of what we do here to help guys like you in the program?
Show them that there's people that care. Like that they're trying to help. It's not like, oh, we're just here to get paid. We're here just that there's everybody in this building really cares and they want to help and they're here to help, and you just have to accept it and just let your pride go, and just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I haven't been anywhere, even with not saying nothing bad, but like I feel more comfortable here than I do around my family. Like I feel like I have a new family, and it's
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you were in the program and you got a job somewhere else, and you were working but not getting paid enough, and traveling on the ferry and so on. So, and I kept hearing about this guy in our program, and we had made a decision that we weren't going to hire anybody else out of the program for a little while, and they kept saying, "Well, we need a cook." And there's this guy David, and he's a good cook, and so I was like, okay, I'll trust you guys. And boy, was that a good decision.
I'm happy you made it. And
So I hadn't met you until then. I don't get to meet everybody, and you have turned that kitchen around. You've
thank you.
organized it and cleaned it. It's like
My safe
it's
haven.
your safe place, right? Um, Talk to me about like what what we feed the guys. People really want to know that we're feeding people well, not too well. They don't want us
Yeah.
to eat better than they do. But yeah, what do you feed people?
I I'm very creative. We work off of donations, so whatever we get in, I grew up without a lot, so I learned how to cook. Trying to make what the restaurants had that we couldn't afford, that I wanted to try, so I learned how to make it. So like we make, I make fried chicken. I make meatloaf. We have Taco Tuesday every
Mm.
Friday. I give the guy Philly cheesesteak sandwiches for lunch. I make homemade French fries every day for lunch.
He's getting famous now for his French fries that he's hand cutting, by the way.
I can't make enough of them every day. I got to make more because people keep,
Yeah, and we don't have a fryer, so you're doing it on the stovetop.
correct.
Yes. Um, yeah. What else? You have some good healthy meals
Oh yeah,
too. Not all fried food.
not all fried food. No, gosh, I mean, I did an Italian week one week. We did a rigatoni one day. We did chicken alfredo. Then I made homemade spaghetti. Then I made
Nice.
lasagna. Um, I have a decent palate. Like I can cook a lot of things. Going back and
Mm.
try to remember, because I put out a menu every Sunday for Brandon and you, and
Yeah.
then I try to my hardest to abide by it. In most cases I've done so. Um, we
I
put
gotta
it, you
go
know,
ahead. I
we
thought
put
you.
we put a salad out with every meal.
Yes.
For lunch I'll have a salad or a fruit salad, something
Hmm.
healthy. Um, I try not to do like too much starches. I won't do rice every day. If I make rice, and I'll make maybe fried rice or Spanish rice, or
Hmm.
use potatoes and rice alternate.
Yep.
Because when I got here, the guys
That's
are
good.
like, "There's too much rice."
That's good. So I need people to understand how important the mission cook is. We've had times that we didn't have great food here, and it was like a riot. Not really, but people get very unhappy when they don't have good food, and they're very happy right now. So,
I am happy to hear it.
you know, you are very a very important uh, person here at the mission.
Thank you. It's a
um,
privilege.
so, tell people about where our food comes from and Food Lifeline, and or more the grocery stores. Like probably 90% of our food comes from donations, right?
Yeah, correct. We get donations 5 days out of the week. QFC. We go about, I think, every day that we go to QFC. We go to Northgate, Mercer, and the other one I can't remember. But we go to Albertsons, Trader Joe's,
Hmm.
Food Lifeline. We go to Costco on Saturday.
Hmm.
You know, we get a lot of donations from them, an abundance of fruit, so we have to,
Hmm. We get Trader Joe's Mondays and Fridays, and we get flowers from them, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and the guys actually put the flowers together and arrange them on the tables. I just really think that's a nice thing for
it's a
them to
nice
do.
setting. It makes it, like, feel like, like you're eating
Hmm.
at a dinner table. It's not like, you're going into like a chow hall. It's like it feels like home. Like.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's really interesting that these guys just parked in an illegal parking spot and took pictures of what we're doing, um, and walked away. Anyway, yeah, so we get a lot of free food, but it's really expensive to buy the food we do need. Like we don't get spices very often, right? And what are some of the things that we don't get enough of that people could donate or donate money toward that you would spend within your food budget?
Like you said, there's seasoning spices, but vegetable oil, butter, salad dressings,
Butter's a big one.
butter's a big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah, and I,
Yeah,
I love butter.
yeah, I do too.
Rice. We have to buy rice. Let me think. I mean, vegetables, like canned vegetables would be good. If we get fresh vegetables, but because they're donated, they're close to expiration, so we have to use them immediately. And sometimes we can't get to it that quick, and I try my hardest to
Hmm.
make use of everything we get and to be as creative as I can with it. But,
Hmm.
you know, milk is always another thing we get close to expiration, so it's, sometimes I
You
freeze
got to
them.
use it fast, and then you don't have it. Yeah,
Correct. Eggs too, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, there's lots of things that we could use in the kitchen, but if people are interested in helping, we have well, they can always donate cash on the QR code, but also we have uh, an Amazon wish list. You can go on there and order either what we've chosen or something similar and just have it shipped to us. But let us know so we can thank you because quite often we get a box and have no idea who it came from. So make sure you let us know that you ordered something, and we so appreciate that. Sometimes we'll put equipment on it that we need. So just keep an eye on it. Every now and then we put it on our social media, but it's always on our website. So um, yeah, what else do I want to ask you? What time is the We have 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. Um, what what's it like for somebody who comes in and to live in a dorm with 100 guys? I mean, that's not comfortable.
It it's not. Neither is change.
What's that?
Neither is change. Change
Neither has
isn't.
changed.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to just kind of like take the good with the bad, and you know, I'm kind of used to situations like being in a room full of a bunch of people. I've been incarcerated before, so it's not that much of a change. I can adapt very easily to my surroundings. So it wasn't that bad, and there's a great bunch of great group of guys in there.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's gonna be like a bunch of people that are just rowdy. There are those who, have a hard time getting along with certain people, but it's everybody here is trying to better themselves, and
Hmm.
if you just keep that mindset and you just know, hey, I'm here for me, and then that it'll help. Like
Hmm.
and you can always, we're all brothers, so you can always lean on one another. It's good, to help. Like I try to help the guys out as much as I can, even when I was in the program. Like when I was working part time, like I had more than I needed. The food's free here, so I would help out like Mike Pittinger. I would help people out, that I knew that needed help, and it was to a good cause. It wasn't just something that was going to be splendored or
Right.
wasted on something.
Mhm.
I think like you take advantage of the situation. Like we're all brothers and sisters through Christ. So
Mhm.
if we act like it, it's not like I'm in a room with a bunch of my brothers.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah. That's great. What are some of the best things that you think you learned in the program when you were taking classes and stuff?
How to just let go. Like I have a thing with anxiety. I'm very shy. For me to talk this long is amazing. I mean, um,
Hey, it's just you and me.
I know,
It's okay.
but just to let go of everything and just like and just trust in God that if He's for me, who could be against me? And just really let that sit in and think. Like it really helps. Like every Sunday I take everybody to church. And I try to get more to go because there's days when it's hard and like I put into prayer and I go to church the next day and it's in the sermon. The sermon's about what I prayed that night, and it's just you know He's listening. He's definitely listening. And even another story, like I'll put some things on a list for what I want for the kitchen, and then Brandon will be like, I don't know if that's gonna be approved and it comes in donations the next day. It's
That happens all the time, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah.
amazing. Like I mean,
Yep.
I've never felt this close and this in tune with my faith in my life, and it's just
Right.
I'm blessed and
That's great.
the grace of God,
Yeah.
and bread of life, of course. Y'all have been amazing.
Well, the kitchen has a sweet spot for me, because I love to cook. So don't let him tell you it won't get approved. Tell him take it to Kim.
I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. What? So let's see. How important do you think it is for the guys coming in to have that, like, good food and feel cared for and their stomach is full, and you know what I mean? How important is that?
I think it's really important to know that like it shows another level of care and compassion when you're not just throwing like some junk food on the table here, just eat it.
Right.
Like it shows that you really care, and I really do care. I put a lot into what I do. I
Mhm.
wouldn't feed them what I wouldn't eat. Like
Right.
and I want them to know that that I came from the same way that I came from where they did. So there's no looking down on it. It's all just one big family, just
Mhm.
trying to help each other out. And
Yeah.
I think it's helpful because I hear about some of the options in food that they have, and in other places that that it's nice to stick out and be appreciated for something that I
Yeah.
do. It really is.
I have to say, I feel like there's a different tone at the mission since you started cooking. Like, really, there's something about eating good food that puts everybody in just a better frame of mind to learn and to, um, be nice to each other, so on. So I appreciate all your hard work, and you work way hard.
Thank
So
you.
I understand that. Okay, this is my probably last question. Maybe last question. The David a year and a half ago, would he have even believed that you are the same person that he was? You know what I mean?
I'm no, I am fascinated at like, just looking back, like at how far I've come in such a short time. I knew I've been on the upside of life before, but it was always a functioning addict. I've never done it not with just sober, just like just air. I wake up and all I need is oxygen, and it's amazing. Yeah, I don't think I would have believed it. Not in that short a period of time. I think it would have took longer,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but
you've made a big change.
I don't know. Everybody keeps saying that, and I'm real humble about it. Like I have a long way to go. I'm
Yeah.
definitely not where I
We
want to
all
be.
do. Um, what what would you like to say to our donors? How thankful are you to them?
I am very thankful. Y'all saved a life,
What?
and y'all saved a life.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. That's a great place to end. So, thanks for all your hard work, David.
Thank
Glad
you
you're
for
on our team.
thank you for having the opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and in the next, in just less than 15 minutes, we're going to go to another national feed. But we're just going to go to a quick break, and when we come back in a minute, I'm going to talk more about our program. So, okay.